Hello my subscribers, hello the JJ fam. So today I'm just going to be going straight into it. What has changed? I'm going to talk about who really needs this email verification sent from your school and who really needs the mailing of their academic transcripts from their school to MOE. I'll be using the abbreviation MOE consistently in this video. So if you don't know what MOE is, MOE means Ministry of Education. So hang in there and don't forget to like, share or subscribe and turn on notification to be notified on my next video. If there's someone that needs this information, please be kind enough to share it to them, and let's get into it. So if you don't know, the Ministry of Education site has completely done an overhaul. It has completely been updated. If you are planning to authenticate your documents at MOE, you need to check out their new email address to be able to send your certificates and your transcript straight from your school to them. For authentication, you send here. For evaluation, you send here. Nigerian certificate for abroad, authentication. Foreign certificate for Nigeria, evaluation. So that's how it is. You just know what fits your narrative by what I have explained. If you are watching this video for the purpose of authentication your degree or whatever qualifications you have, just stick with me, listen to me. Authentication is for you, and everything you want to authenticate is 4,000 naira at the time of making this video. Now for those who want to send verification email from their school to MOE, you just scroll down on the website of your school. That part they wrote contact address, phone number. You see that email of your school? That's the email Ministry of Education wants to see when they are trying to verify your documents. They are going to check that even before opening the verification letter. If they don't see the exact email that your school has on the website, there's going to be a problem. So a long time ago, before this updating happened, there were, I think, third parties like the officer in charge of the records that have their official email in sending those documents to MOE. That's how they coordinate it, and they know that it's coming directly from such officials. I don't know if MOE has such connections to an officer in charge of the school, so it's a third party email and all of that. I don't know of that. Now everything has done a complete change. They will just need it straight from your school. There's no cutting corners and going around it in a different way. It has to be what they have said about it. And if you think of sending it by yourself, don't even try it. They're just going to ban you maybe at the end of the day. It's never going to work. And I have a template for people that want to send the verified email to MOE. If your officer in charge of the records department does not know how to address the letter to MOE, I have a template for that. You want to use the clear path guide in the description below, or you can find that in the comments, and that would help you with all of that. Please do not let them send something that is not really addressed to MOE, because MOE is not even going to look at it. And you know, some kind of schools, if you make a mistake, they are going to be indifferent about the mistake, and you're coming back again, they're going to tell you to pay another money. That's the kind of school we are dealing with these days. Now, for more information about WAEC scratch card pin and NECO scratch card pin, I made a video about that. Link to all of that is in the description below. You can check my videos, check my document authentication processes, the playlist. You can find all of that there. If Ministry of Education suggests the kind of website for you to be able to get those scratch cards, please do get those scratch cards from those websites that MOE is directing you to, and everything is going to be fine. And after all this, if you don't complete your application within 72 hours after payment, it's going to be cancelled and your money would be non-refundable. So you just want to put that back of your mind while you are trying to go about all this. You want to be fully ready before you start. You should have even visited your school. They should have even, created the verification email and all of this. You don't just want to apply and you've not started anything. Now, the people that need to go to Ministry of Education within this verification process are the people that have issues with their school handing them their official transcripts. Their school, their university are not going to give them their official transcripts. And two, they need to upload this official transcript on MOE's website, and they cannot upload that because they do not have their official transcripts. So they are forced to ask their school to send that official transcript to MOE, right? Like mail it to MOE. I said mail. I don't mean send it in email form or verification form. They need to mail it through like DHL, okay, or whatever services. I have done a video on that. You can check that in the description, and I'll link it up in the cards they need to send it to them, okay, and travel all the way to Abuja, okay. Before even traveling all the way to Abuja, they would have mailed that transcript from their school to MOE and as well tracked that transcript. And if you're even thinking at this stage you want someone to go and get it for you, sorry, that part has closed down, okay. That business has closed down. You are supposed to come there yourself to get it. You cannot use a third party, bro. So you come all the way there, you present whatever ID that you know I've talked about in my videos about, please watch that, and they give you your transcript. Then you are caught in this phase of going to the 6th floor and starting this application process from the beginning. Yeah, because you need to now upload your transcript, the official transcript you have finally gotten. Start it all there again, and kind of like, you know how you're going to go through all that. If you are in this boat, I was in this boat as well. I sympathize with you, okay. This is the kind of situation we are in right now in Nigeria. The bottlenecks are not going to adapt. They are not going to adapt to the system, okay, even though the system has been simplified, okay. I don't know why. So please like, share and subscribe as you're watching right now, so you get emails from them showing you the progress of your application when you upload those documents and your school has sent your verification email. So you see why no manipulation can be done here. Nothing like that. Now for the eligibility letter, if you go on the dashboard while you're trying to apply for authentication, you see that eligibility letter, that letter as they call it, has its own section. So you go to that section, it's in the middle of authentication and another letter or something. So you click on that, you create a letter request, you click on the eligibility/proficiency letter, and before you even get this letter, you must have authenticated your certificates. Let's say your WAEC or NECO, whatever that is in that category, your degree certificate and your transcript, okay, before they give you this eligibility letter. And of course your transcript needs to come from your school, okay. It's linked to your authentication application process, is linked to it. So even though you've like authenticated your degree or whatever before and you have not applied for eligibility letter, so far as your dashboard can show that you've authenticated your degree or whatever, it is going to allow you to be able to apply for an eligibility letter. So it's tied to your existing application, and it will tell you that you should be able to choose if you want an eligibility or proficiency letter. I think for some people they want both. So what you're going to include while you're trying to apply for it is your existing application number or registration number. So this letter is going to be directed to the recipient or the person that is receiving it, because my own was directed to whatever embassy that was supposed to receive the eligibility letter. So you know that eligibility letter is them talking about you addressed to someone, so it's definitely going to go to that person it's being addressed to. So if you are not ready now to send your eligibility letter to whatever foreign embassy or whatever institution is addressed to, you would want to just complete your authentication, because eligibility, you do not have to be authenticated by Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you know. So you just want to finish your authentication process, and when you are fully ready, you want that eligibility letter to go to whatever institution you want to use those authenticated documents for. You would come back to MOE's website and you would just direct it there and then to them within the time period you want to do your maybe legalization at that place or whatever, or when you would need to really submit your eligibility letter. So that's how it is. You don't need to worry, because it's already tied to your application or existing application, so to speak. So like I'm saying again, when you are trying to do this eligibility letter, there's even a preoccupied list where you can choose the address of the embassy you'd want to direct it to. Maybe if the embassy is not there, you can bring whatever embassy and their contact details that you can't find there. You can bring it out and it's going to be delivered to them. I think they're going to include the delivery fee in the third section, okay, and you make the remitter payment. Just know that you cannot start the eligibility application process without an authentication being done on the website. You must have completed an authorized authentication before you can be able to do an eligibility application, okay. Or if you have done an authentication before, then you are coming back to get an eligibility letter sent over to anywhere of your choice, you would have completed an authentication before trying to step into any eligibility process or whatever. So that's basically it on this video. Do not forget to like, share or subscribe, and turn on notification to be notified on my next video. If there's someone that needs this information, please be kind enough to share it to them, and watch this video if you're contemplating on uploading your statement of result or certificate on MOE's portal.